Welcome back to Survivor Heroes versus Villains, everybody.
We're, we are back. We did a dramatic episode and a half last time, let me tell you.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 episode.
Yeah, easy. It was great. I mean, it was like had literally everything you could ever want in a Survivor episode as a fan. So yeah, I mean, it was delightful, and it's hopefully has building blocks of more things to ensue this coming week. So
Sorry to see Suri go, though. She's a legend. She's the
yeah,
queen. We love her.
yeah,
So
we do. We both love her here, and it's kind of too bad. Too bad to see.
sad way to go out too, because she really did. She did have the numbers. She did have control of most of the people in
Mm,
that tribe. They just like outmaneuvered around that.
yeah,
With the help of JT.
yeah, it was pretty smooth.
If JT was heroic and a true warrior, he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
So
But he's
he's
playing the game a
a
little
villain.
playing the game a little differently this time around. So yeah,
Yep. So we'll see what happens next. Never a dull moment though, and all the first 4 episodes we watched has just been banger after banger. Even if it's a less exciting vote, we've had a couple of those, and there's
mm,
still so many juicy moments in every episode.
yeah,
We also had last episode the iconic Tyson coaching coach.
yep.
So
It's
good.
just- I love that. Yeah,
I mean, there's so much. Tom finding the idol was in that episode.
yep.
All the
Tom
idol
finding the idol.
shenanigans with Russell and the other one, like
Hmm.
scrambling to find it. It's like so much stuff. But
Wild.
tomorrow we make our apologies. Tonight we make our move, and it is
Mm,
tomorrow. It's
it
tomorrow. We're
is.
here.
I guess we got to do some apologies now. In theory, anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it was just a great episode from start to finish, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
So if you
The
want more
next
of
one.
our Survivor videos, or you're new, you want to catch up, go to our channel. We have a playlist for this season, every other season, all our Survivor stuff. Or go to zacharcher.net/survivor. It's got it all organized there. All right. So as always, you can click the link in the description to see the highlights of our reaction for this episode, and then come back afterwards for the discussion. Okay.
All right. See you then.
There you go.
There you have it.
Tom voted out of Survivor Heroes
Tom is
versus
out.
Villains.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense, like on paper, that like you would guess based on how the just how the cookie was crumbling from the last episode. You'd expect something like that. JT maybe two timing a little bit on his thing. He got Suri out. Suri is a mental threat for him, and then but Tom and Colby are still on the outs.
Then he
You know.
goes back to the other side. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
bounces back over.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it was
So
like interesting that this injury by James almost screwed him over there, because
yeah.
like he was someone that were never gonna vote out just because of how strong he is in the challenges, and now it's like
Right.
which one's stronger, Tom or James, and they showed James still. But again,
Yeah.
it's like he's comparable, but also more in their alliance too.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's definitely alliances playing out for sure in terms of that vote. But I mean, theoretically, JT and Candice could have gone that way. Like they could have prioritized tribe strength, maybe more chances at winning. But I mean, hey, here's the thing: it's because at the end of the day, that immunity, James was put in a perfect role for somebody who's injured, and it had nothing to do with him.
yeah,
The fact that they lost. So
and
I think
so
it's
there's an early
yeah.
exit for Tom, but I still think
Yeah.
it was a pretty good showing, honestly, for someone.
He did the best the fact that he made it this far, like he did at the absolute best he possibly could have with the hand he had been dealt at this point.
Because he's just always on the
So
wrong side of the numbers, and also
yeah,
the circumstantial things coming into it where he is like he was tied to Stephanie from the jump, and so as soon as they wanted Stephanie out, then that was kind of put him on the back foot.
Right.
Whereas you had, the James, Amanda, Suri cluster over there.
Right.
Um, and so from that
Kind
point
of
on,
just
he's
natural.
just scrapping. It's the complete opposite of what his game was,
Yeah.
where they won every challenge in the pre-merge before,
Right.
and he had full
And
control.
right. And it's kind of interesting because like seeing the way he plays it when it's because he honestly he sort of had a very similar kind of game, I would say, in terms of how he sort of played it um when he was playing it in um Panama. Not Panama. Not Guatemala. Uh Whatever one he was on. I don't know. All these blend together for me sometimes. I'm terrible at this.
Palau.
Palau, that's the one. It was one of those shorter ones. Not P. That's why it's a P. I was thinking P. And it's Palau, not Panama. I was like Panama. That's not right. I know that. I knew immediately that wasn't right. But yeah. I mean, I think he because he obviously wants to lead strength. Like that's his main thing. So obviously he latched on to strong competitors, strong personalities. I mean, you know, uh, Colby's been is somewhat muted, I think, at times in terms of like because you have the dominant strategist with Tom, and of course the Stephanie, who's a little bit more uh, like open and a little bit more in your face and a little bit more like strategic minded. But like Colby is an older player of the game,
Mm-hmm.
and he often gets relegated to more background role. Though it was fun hearing him cheer everybody on during the challenge in this episode. That was like, come on now, come on heroes, let's
Mm-hmm.
go. It's great. Um, so yeah, but it just didn't. He just yeah, like you said, always on the wrong side of the numbers because he's always perceived as a large threat too. Like him and he's just a dominant force
And
and
you probably thought that um, alliance with JT would have panned out more. Having that
yeah,
like solidarity as winners. Feel like
yeah.
you need to go together. But JT this season is just like I don't care. He's just doing whatever.
Yeah,
He'll make
he's
deals with
he's
whoever.
He's a rogue. He's definitely a rogue in comparison to how he was on the original on Token Cheens.
Well, that's the thing. He never
So
was. It was never like on Token Cheese. He had this reputation for being like this good, honest man. He never was
yeah,
that. Like he would
right.
multiple times he
Yeah,
would deceive Coach, and then he would still be like, "Yeah, I know you're a man of your word, though. That's the main
yeah,
thing."
yeah.
And then
Right.
but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
also
I mean,
just he had to do less of it there too because he
yeah,
was again just like Tom in the more um he ingratiated himself immediately, doesn't have an immediate target on him. So this
right.
one
Well,
he's like, I gotta do what I gotta do now.
he also had Steven to sort of fall back on there too. So
Yeah.
that helps. That helps to have kind of the fall guy, whereas the other person can sort of be
Yeah, because
the
like
uh, the valiant
who's
hero.
JT's number one ally here?
Yeah, it's Candice, seemingly.
Oh.
But I would, I mean, it seems to me that it might be
But I think
Candace,
but if it was
but
Candace,
like
he
I don't
probably would
know.
have gone with them and voted James because I think Candace probably only didn't vote that way because she knew the votes weren't going that way.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. He is kind of like he is sort of like scrapping it himself here,
Because
like
now
causing
we've
all the
we've
chaos.
heard like Amanda's like, yeah, I'm not taking what he says. I'm not
Yeah,
hearing that.
right.
Um, Rupert was pissed in the beginning, at least. You
Yeah,
know, so that'll be interesting to see where we go from here. There, the James injury of it all is a big thing this season. He got some
yeah,
trauma if thinking about his Micronesia injury too.
right, right. Coming out because of that. Yeah, I know. It's kind of rough. I mean, these that game in particular seems like the ones where you're like in a pit
It's like
like that. It just
unnecessarily
seems,
brutal. Like,
yeah,
why are we just full on throwing each other down in the dirt? Like, when like half the time we're just hauling this football in the net and just like winging it, doing Hail Marys.
Right.
And it's like, it
Basically,
was
yeah.
like, in the meantime, let me just tackle this other dude and throw him down, wrestle a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. JT slamming down Coach,
Mm-hmm.
or Rupert accidentally whacking right
I didn't
into
mean to do
Jerry.
that. And then Jerry was annoyed by it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like I meant to do that." It's just,
She was
and
like,
he's like, "Oh,
she's like,
whatever."
yeah, well, because she was like, save it, Rupert, or whatever. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then he gets. That's the funniest thing when you get mad at someone for like you made the mistake and you hurt them accidentally, if that's true.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
get mad naturally, and you're like, oh, whatever, you know.
Well, because like he tried to apologize for it. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And then she's like, "Rawr," and then yeah, then you're just like, okay, geez. Then if that's not reciprocated, then you meet it, you come at the
But
same
of
level, and you're
course
like,
you.
fine. Rah, rah, rah.
But again, I think you get a little more grace if you're the one who gets tackled by the dude. I think it's like he can't expect her to just be immediately like, oh, it's fine, okay. No,
No,
you
no,
just like,
I wouldn't expect that. But I also
whatever.
I also totally understand you know,
She didn't
the
like
heat
my
of the moment.
shelter idea in All Stars
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, yeah. Screw you.
All right. Other fun moment, the villains won the reward.
Yep.
Having fun in there with the chocolate buffet. Luckily, they gave him regular milk.
Yeah, I love them going down in that huge pit. That was like the coolest thing in the world. Like I just wanted to go and swim in there. That looked awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was really
That's
really
cool. And then
cool.
you cut over to Parvati and Russell. Russell
Yeah.
tells Parvati he got the idol, so they're reveling in
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah,
then,
because as Russell, of course, yet again,
oh
the
yeah,
little
that
gremlin
was
that he
yeah. We
is.
even mentioned that when he got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was doing Dragon Slayer Chi over on the beach. It's the complete opposite of what Tyson said. Now he's making it a group activity. So
He's making a group activity, and he's just completely unaware. He's just like oblivious to everything.
Sandra and
Because
Courtney
like
especially laughing through
they're
it.
just like laughing the whole time. Yeah.
I was surprised we didn't get anything from Boston Rob. Like not.
Yeah. What is this crap?
Yeah.
No, we got that from Russell. Because Russell didn't want to do anything. He's like, they're doing that coachy crap. Like,
Coachiana.
is what he's
So
coachiana.
they just gotta let it. They just let him go do his thing. Like,
Yeah, I
how is that
guess.
not the
Sure.
biggest red flag? Like, you can literally look over. There's a shot where you can see
Yeah, he's
him
just
from
like
over
standing over
there,
there.
but
Well,
you
yeah,
got it.
well, next episode looks like that's going to be the focus, at least for some of it, is going to be
It's coming to this
that.
Rob versus Russell war about to go
Mm,
down.
yeah.
But on the rewards, Russell tells Coach about the idol,
Yeah.
and he takes the knee. Coach takes the knee, and Russell knights him.
Coach just immediately like falls into it. He's like, "Oh, if someone trusts me like that, I have to give them my loyalty." It's like, what are we talking
Yeah,
about? What do
he's
you
like, I really
mean?
wanted to work with Rob in this game, but at the same time, if someone trusts me that implicitly with something like that, then it's like, well, it's gonna be hard for me. I'll never turn my back on them. Essentially.
Yes, because Coach, you're the only person he's told this to. You're the only person that knows.
Yeah, I mean it's still big, but
It's
he's
big.
purely using it as leverage. That's all he's using. It's not like an
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
gesture. So
Right. Yeah. Because we know this tack by Russell. We know what he does. We know how he plays this.
right, and it
So
did not work a couple of times in Samoa where he would like. Remember,
yeah.
he went to a couple people and they were not having it, like
Yeah.
voting with him, and then I think he went to
Yeah.
John was what the one he ended up.
Hmm.
So, but obviously that's very interesting. That's been pent
Yeah.
up for so long because we only spent one tribal council with the villains, and they just took out Randy. All these other ones have been the heroes over and over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So
And the hero is acting a little villainous, especially JT. It's fun to see. I've really enjoyed seeing this. Like I know JT seems like really nervous and like upset, kind of that he's been doing these moves, at tribal
Yeah, but
council.
that's not real though.
But
I think that's performative
do you think so?
because he's never
I
expressed
don't
in any
know.
confession. He's not like, "Oh, I'm so beat up about this." He's just like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, I'll
well,
do what I
I
do."
think it might also just be like that. Well, here's the thing. You say that, I don't necessarily know if I buy that it's all completely performative because, like, pretty much everyone has said, like, yeah, I mean, they're there for a long period, like, way longer than we see them there for.
Hmm.
There's, like, a lot of, like, general pressure, you're there filming for a while, and it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
then, of course, you get nervous to see how things go out because, like, he's not in complete he's kind of going out on a limb repeatedly here.
Hmm.
Like, he is, like, like, a controlling vote, but, like, literally every move he makes is gonna, like, piss somebody off. So it's like, I can understand being, like, at least while it's happening, I can understand being upset, but then, of course, we saw him at the beginning of the episode, he comes back and he's just like, "Yeah, I did what I did." Yeah, and, he finds the resolve to sort of come and be like, "Yeah, I did it, I do it again," basically, and I do it again too.
Right. Well, he makes no apologies for it, even though they said,
Yeah, yeah,
apologize
yeah, 0
tomorrow.
apologies made. He
But
justified it, he was like, "Yeah, we guess tribe strength."
because
Yeah.
if you look at the record, like he voted with the group for Sugar and Stephanie, and then they did
Yeah.
this move against Sari. So he's going back to them and he's trying to justify saying he did it for the tribe. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. But so then he goes back and votes Tom out. So
Right.
seemingly he's trying to just like stay or ingratiate himself with that side at least more again.
Right, but
So
I
it
don't know
hasn't been totally back and forth. He only really was the one, and
but
then he's back.
well, that I mean, that right there is back and forth.
Right, but it's not like every
But that's
time like we were
no,
saying
but, like,
initially.
even early on, he made an alliances with multiple
The
people.
alliances
Like,
for sure.
that's what I'm saying. His alliances are that's what's back and forth, is that he's kinda made wheels and deals with it. It's a different look at JT than we were able to really get in on in Tocantins. Like, yes, he did do stuff like that during that season, but it wasn't kinda him doing it on his own, it was he always had a partner in crime.
Hmm.
So, here it's like arguably Candice might be that, but, like, I don't know. She seemed to want James out more than anything, so but
Yeah, and she
she still went
was
along with it.
yeah she was with Sari too. That she was seemingly
Yeah,
closest to
yeah,
Sari, so she did
right,
not approve of that.
right. So
So that's why he's just like playing both sides, and that's why I say
the
like
problem
who's
is,
his
like,
number one ally. He's got
yeah, that's kind of the problem when you're playing like that. It's like, it's hard to say what your, like, further down the line goal is.
and they're
Like,
already sus of him too. So that's
yeah,
it's a dangerous game to play. But
yeah,
I think there's also this element of like he just won, so it might be like I'm playing with house money. He might have that mentality to where it's
mhm,
like, well, I'm not gonna go and play safe because it might catch up to me. So might as well do what I can to get by, and that
yeah,
might actually work out for me more than
yeah,
if I just stuck with one side and they could pick me off whenever
right.
they choose.
And then
So
there's something
more
something to
aggressive.
say about, like, you know, merge merge cross alliances don't happen super often, but, like, it's something that could come into play there too, depending.
Hmm.
So,
Definitely.
yeah. Him and coach maybe?
Yeah, the Warriors. The
Mm.
Warriors alliance again.
Yeah, that's right.
And Tyson too on the other side.
Tyson's there, yeah, Tyson's there, yeah. There you go.
Who's your MVP for the episode?
Hoi.
Oh, also big
Again,
dramatic reunion. We had Amanda crying over James potentially
yeah,
not coming
yeah.
back, and then she dramatically runs down the beach.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
we
can't
had, like,
help it.
we had, like, the puppy dog coming home type thing, like, it's just like, "Oh," it's sorta like, "What?" This is a
Right.
weird
But if we had anyone
kind of
but
funny.
James, we could have had like
Yeah,
the full dramatic both running down the
yeah,
beach. But James was never, even if he had a good like, he was never gonna run for
right.
that reunion.
Um, I think I'm gonna give it to I think I gotta give it to JT, really. I gotta give it to JT. I mean, he's making the moves. that even though he's saying it's for tribe strength, he's making the moves that are really best for him at the end of the day, and at least to get him one step further. It is a risky game, so we'll see how well it pays off for him. But it's bold. It's definitely a bolder game than he played before. He's not the paragon of virtue that we've been, sort of sold on. How everybody got
Yeah.
rizzed up by him.
Yeah, we're
in the
definitely not
last
getting the JT
season.
glaze in this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, but it's fun. He's playing. It's fun to see him play though.
Mhm.
Like I don't know how well it's going to work for him because it is risky. It's bold. It's potentially he could find himself with no allies
It's
at the end of the
immoral.
day. But
It's
it's
villainous.
immoral.
It's
It's
evil.
wrong. It's cruel. Yeah, but it's fun. So and seeing him kind of go through the lines, playing both sides. It's just I don't know. It's really enjoyable. Like
Mm.
that whole thing of it's just him telling everyone what they want to hear at the end.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, there's almost like shades of Sesternino in how
Mm.
he'll swing to wherever he needs. And they even commented on it. I don't know who said it. Colby, I think, actually said in confessional where he's like he'll just go wherever is convenient for him.
Yeah,
So.
and it works. It can work out
Mm-hmm.
for you. So I don't know. It's interesting. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. But we'll see how well it pays off for him. So.
Yeah, what would you rate this episode out of 10?
So it's not. I wouldn't say it's quite as high as the rest of them. It was kind of rough to see somebody go down. It did add a little wrinkle of drama in there. This is still like a great episode. Obviously, we had the idol being found. We got the moments with Coach and Russell. The immunity challenges were fun.
I like how it's such a
Um,
footnote that Russell found the idol. Like we barely reacted to
yeah,
it because it's just like, oh yeah, that's just what he does.
there he is. That's Russell. Just where he goes, and he's gonna find the idol. I feel like an 8.5. I
Eight
think.
out of 10, I think. I'd say eight out
Yeah,
of 10. I'd say
yeah.
definitely the weakest of the four, but obviously that's a high
I,
bar
of the five now. That's
of the
five.
five.
But yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Weakest. There's definitely the weakest, but it's still pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's like this is like an example of like not the most exciting things like happening necessarily,
Right.
and like an injury isn't necessarily the most compelling thing either.
No.
But the fact that it's still a solid episode is a testament to what we have here. I mean, just like the cast are going to produce good moments just no matter what.
Naturally. Yeah.
And we got,
Yeah.
I mean, just for Russell knighting Coach alone, and I
Yeah.
love that.
That's a great moment. Yeah. I mean, this is great.
Yeah, so come back next week for another episode of Survivor Heroes versus Villains. All right, and in the meantime, I'm going to recommend a random Tarqaron video for you to watch next.
Random rules.
That's right. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, sound off below. All right, so if you like this video, why don't you go check out our review of Titanic.
Yeah. Check it out. It was
Titanic.
it's an interesting review for sure.
There's some
Interesting for sure.
Russell's the king of the world.
He's a king of something, that's for sure.
He's king of he's Coach's king. But there you go. Check out our channel for hundreds of other videos, hundreds of Survivor videos too. ZachArcher.net/Survivor. And all right, take care.
Take care.